Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel, the fastest growing boxing equipment review channel on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today I'm going to introduce to you some new hand wraps to talk about, and I also want to talk about hand wrapping do's and don'ts. It's not a hand wrapping tutorial, I've already got some of those on the channel. This is more sort of a general do's and don'ts about hand wraps. Now, the biggest boxing club mistake that I see probably is people not wearing hand wraps. Sometimes they don't wear hand wraps, but also sometimes what they do is they go out and they go to Sports Direct and they buy a pair of hand wraps that are cotton. So the hand wraps that they buy are not got any stretch in them whatsoever. And so I'll show you what I mean by that. So these is a pair of Title ones that I've got, and as you can see, as I pull, there is no stretch in that hand wrap. And what that means is that will become a more uncomfortable hand wrap when you actually put it on. I do like hand wraps with a little bit of stretch in them, as I've said before. I don't feel that with those sort of hand wraps that you can get anywhere near as comfortable a fit, because they actually loosen while you're using them. My preference when hand wraps is a blend of sort of cotton and spandex, and so you have that little bit of stretch and it allows you to get different bits of tightness around the different parts of your hand. Now, the reason I've got these in front of me here, and I'll move these out the way, is I have been sent these through from JABGEAR. Okay, now JABGEAR, these are their new Mexican style hand wraps, and I'm going to be showing you them in this video now. But you can get these from www.jabgear.com. Okay, so that's www.jabgear.com, and let's just have a look. So they come first of all in this little see-through holder, which I'll come to later on in the video. Let's get a pair of these out. So as you can see, I've already used these ones, and I've just took them out of the packet. So that's the packet that you get with the JABGEAR on there and the website. I'll just move that to one side. As you can see from these, I'll just actually show you, these have got, see that difference there in the stretch? You can get a nice little stretch with these hand wraps, and these are my preferred type. Okay, so firstly, you can get it tighter on the wrist, you can get it tighter on the thumbs, across the back of the hand, and you can get it looser across those sort of splayed fingers and knuckles. And this allows you to have a set of hand wraps that when you've got them in your glove, you know, it's not cutting your circulation off, you're not having pain from your hand wraps. They are actually doing what they're supposed to do, which is aid the actual protection of the small bones in your hand. Now, JABGEAR.com is a company from the United States. Each pair, as I say, comes in a see-through carry case. So many times I've seen people opening their gym bags and all they've got is a tangled heap of hand wraps, which is exactly the same as they left them from the last time they trained. So the hand wraps are all creased up, they're all sweaty, they're all dirty, and they're all wet. And because they've just chucked them back in their bag, because they haven't had at least rolled them back up again, the wraps are harder to put on correctly when they are creased and still damp. So at the end of each training session, at least roll your hand wraps up, or at the very least when you get home, wrap them up. I do mine at home, and I use the hand wrap roller, which I've shown in another one of my videos, so you might want to check that out. It makes rolling up your hand wraps a lot easier. I swear by that by now. I use it so much it's untrue. And what I do is I roll them up with that device, and also I just make sure that for my next session I've got a clean, fresh pair of nicely folded, rolled up hand wraps. Now, with regards to these, each one of these is 180 inches in length, and they are 2 inches wide, and they are made from a blend of cotton and spandex. Now they are, at the minute they are $6.99. That's $6.99 US dollars for a pair, and currently they are on a buy one get one free offer. As I say, that is currently. I am recording this in February 2017. This video will be on this channel probably for years and years to come. If you are watching this video and it's, say, something like September 2032, I'm guessing the price will be different and the buy one get one free offer will probably have expired by that point. But currently $6.99 and buy one get one free, so absolutely superb offer there from this company. Now I'll just put that to one side. Now I like these hand wraps to have, when I wrap them up, I like to wrap it so the roll is like that, so the loop is at the end. Okay, and that just, as I'm going along, I'm picking up little tips from the gyms that I'm in, but also from people, and I have now started to do it this way in terms of how easy it is to roll. So instead of having like, for example, these ones, which are rival ones, where you've got the outside and you've got the Velcro there, I don't wrap them like that anymore. I wrap them like this. Okay, and I just find that this allows me more easily to wrap my hands because the loop is on the outside, and I just secure it like that. I'd either just secure it in the package, which in this one is fine to do, or your elastic band will become a good friend, as you can just, as I've done with those winning ones, just put an elastic band round, just stops it coming undone. So let's have another go with here, and as I say, this is not a tutorial about putting your hand wraps on. This is very much more a case of I'm going to just put these on so you can see. So as you can see, just using that rolling method, it just secures the wrist. I'm just going to do this quite quickly, and round the thumb, round the back of the wrist, and because I've done it the way that I've wrapped it up, it does mean that just by tracing my hand, I can use the hand wrap very easily. You do see some people that actually they just try and wrap it where there's a big massive loose amount of hand wrap, and they open it all the way out. This way, what you do is you're not opening it up all the way out. What you're doing is you are opening it up as you actually roll it, which is good. So I'm not taking too much care over this one. I'm just going to get it done so you can see, and I'll bring that round. But again, because of that stretch, I am able to get in the places that I need to get the extra sort of firmness, I can. And then as I bring that round, I've still got it, and I can bring it all the way around. It's still in that little roll that I had. Bring it all the way around to the wrist, and then secure it at the wrist, as you can see there. And that is the hand wrap there, as you can see. So really nice in terms of how it fits. I just tuck it under at the back here, and as you can see, I've got an almost like a grip bar that I've managed to create there. But it's firm around the wrist, it's firm around the thumbs, it's got that crisscross at the back, and it's got enough knuckle protection there, but because I splayed my hands, it is still comfortable. Okay, so that's with those hand wraps. They really do feel nice. As I say, if you start off and that is facing down, so not that way, but that way, then what should happen with hand wraps is at the end, when you come to the Velcro, if that is face down, then the Velcro should be the right way. If it's not, then it's not too much of a problem. You just twist it over at the end, and that sorts that out. But once you get used to your hand wraps, you do find out whether your hand wraps do comply to that. These ones actually do, which is superb. Okay, so I'll just put that there. So I just want to a few do's and don'ts really. Buy wraps with the stretching. Don't buy the wraps that have got no stretching. What I'll do is these are a pair of yellow ones, but I'll put these on just to show you what happens with the cotton ones. Again, I'll just put it on quickly, but I'm putting it on. And straight away you can see that it just doesn't feel as good when you're wrapping it. This is a shorter wrap, so I won't go around as many times, but you can already see that as I'm putting it on, it's becoming loose on its own accord. And what you find is that as it's in the glove, see how already it's going loose there. As you find, as you got it in the glove, as that starts to become loose, it all starts to untangle while it's, again, you can see that gape there, and that's all because it hasn't got the stretch. And then even when you put it through, sort of through knuckles and things, you're still finding that it's just not now that's gaping there. It's just not as nice a hand wrap to use. So there you go. Avoid the cotton ones as much as you can, and then stick to ones like this one by JABGEAR.com, whereby they really do fit and protect the hand well. Another do and don't, always at least roll your wraps up after use. Okay, so that's a do. Don't leave them in a wet gym bag scrunched up because that'll make it really difficult to put them on next time. Another do is wash your hand wraps and then dry them out flat. Don't keep putting on sweaty wraps. It's no good hygienically, and also they will smell and start to affect the inside of your gloves and your gym bag. So, you know, you're going to deteriorate the lining of those expensive gloves that you've bought just by the fact that you keep using dirty, sweaty hand wraps. So keep them fresh. The hand wraps will last longer if you do that. Always hand roll them, or if you have a hand wrap roller like I have, make sure you use it because it is a great device. As I said, roll with the loop on the outside. That'll be fine because what that'll do is it'll allow you to do that tracking that I showed you earlier, where it really does, you're able to trace as you're going around the hand because the roll is actually rolling across the surface of the skin. You know, there's lots of places out there that do some good hand wraps, but I did want to highlight this company, so check them out, www.jabgear.com. These are great value and they are quality hand wraps that this company has produced. Just want to say to you all a massive thank you for liking and subscribing to Fit2Box channel. Also keep the comments coming and the questions, I really do enjoy them, and I do try and answer as many as I can. Please like and subscribe to Fit2Box channel. I really do want to bring you the best gear, but also give you the best advice that I can, so you can sort of learn from me, and I do learn from yourselves as well. There's an amazing amount of knowledge that is out there. So there you go, not a hand wrap tutorial, more just a do's and don'ts whilst highlighting these great JABGEAR.com hand wraps in Mexican style. Please like and subscribe, and I will speak to you soon.